Nama Om Vishnupadaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschat Desha Tarini Vancha Kalpatarasya Kripa Sindhavevacha Patitanam Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Namo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kara More Tuma Vina Ke Dayalu Jagatasam Sare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kara More Tuma Vina Ke Dayalu Jagata Sansare Aha Prabhu पतित पावन हेतु तव अवतार मशम पतित प्रभु न पाइबे आहास पतित पावन तव अवतार অসমপতিত প্রভু না পাইবে আর দয়া কর সীতাপতি অদ্বৈত গোসাই তব কৃপা বলে পাই চৈতন্য নিতাই তব কৃপা বলে পাই চৈতন্য নিতাই স্বরূপ সনাতন রূপ রঘুনাথ ভট্ট যুগ শ্রীজীব প্রভু লোকনাথ দয়া কর শ্রী আচার্য প্রভু শ্রীনিবাস রামচন্দ্র সঙ্গ মাগে নরোত্তম দাস রামচন্দ্র সঙ্গ মাগে নরোত্তম দাস হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Hare Krishna, dear Prabhus and others. Please accept my obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for joining this wonderful session of Wednesday. We are doing for now almost a year. Nice to see you, Pandit Srivas Prabhu, Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, Mother Sankari Devi, Thakur Murari Prabhu. Nice. So I was a little bit in dilemma. What should we discuss? We should stick to the Bhagavad Gita or talk a little bit of Gopal Krishna Maharaj or talk Gadadhar Pandit. Yesterday was a big day, but we have probably over 365 festival in every year. So we have more festival than our days are allowed, something like that. But anyway, um, just to cover maybe a little bit of everything could be also, unless we have some idea what we should be doing. Today, some temples celebrating Gopal Krishna Maharaj's Tirubhav memorial ceremony, which is good. So let us begin by offering our Puspanjali to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Vargas. Om Jnanati Mirandhasya Ghenanjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadatisha Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitansha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Pasyat Deshatarine Vanchakalpataruvesya Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Namo 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 Mahabhadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namo He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindai Tulasi Devai Priyai Kesavasya Vishnu Bhakti Pade Devi Sattavate Namo Namo Bhakta Vihinaya Aparada Lakshe Shipta Shakamadi Taranga Madhe Kripa Tam Saranam Prapanna Brinde Namaste Charnar Bindam Tavi Najivami Taya Vina Iti Vignaya Devi Tannamemam Charnantikam. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Adaita Gadadhara Siva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Last couple of days, I was thinking Krishna is so kind that he gives us the facility how to get the spiritual nourishment. And he's taking some of the pure devotee from our movement. Few years back, Bhakti Charan Maharaj left, now Gopal Krishna Maharaj left, and in between many devotees also living here, there. It gives us a reflection. What is purpose of life? Even though we heard it many times, we must reflect again and again. What is purpose of life? Is my life purpose driven? What does that means? If I say yes, what does that mean? And if I say no, why? Then what drives my life? So when we express our gratitude, express gratitude means you do some accounting. What did you get spiritually that affected your consciousness now? That you are holding tightly as a eternal assets. As I mentioned before, the whole purpose of creation, we think like, I had a misconception that if you just chant and chant and chant, then eventually everything will be all right. Yes, in one sense it is, but when you read the verses, Bahu Janma Kare Judi Shabana Kirtana Tabutana Paye Krishna Pade Premadhana, that after chanting millions of lives, I say, what millions of lives? Did Prabhupada translate it correctly? Why millions of lives? I don't want to chant millions of lives. I want to chant this life and get out. But it says, after chanting millions of lives, one will not get the love of God, which is the ultimate goal of this chanting. And it's scary when you read that. So then you also think Prabhupada's practical conversation, like when he came to Gainesville, adjacent to Alachua, and a reporter asks, "What do you think about your followers? They're all Western Bari, and he's Eastern Bari, something like that." He said they are perfect gentlemen. Now, why didn't he say they are devotee? Why didn't say, we think like, why so many things he could have said, but why is a perfect gentleman? What is perfect gentleman? Wearing dhoti, tilakam? What is perfect gentleman means? So then you dig more information that, one lecture he did mention. Devotees are perfect gentlemen because their behavior, their character, their attitude is devotional. Karmi do not have that. They have a selfish, cheating mentality, illusion, or imperfect senses. So ultimately boils down to reformation. Advancing means how is my service attitude, respectful service attitude developing. Because we are servant of Krishna, we don't have to we don't have to we don't have to beg for it, or we cannot change it. Whether you accept it or not accept it, you are still a servant of God. Whether we accept or not, Krishna is still the supreme absolute truth. Of course, when you accept Krishna as a supreme absolute truth, then you are considered servant. But if you don't accept due to Maya's influence, still Krishna is supreme absolute truth. Still you are servant of Krishna. Those things will never change. So when we reflect Gopal Krishna Maharaj's, and some of you, if you like to share, you can share. I was thinking like he is the very good exemplary dedication to the mission of Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I had a little conversation about hour and a half in New York many years back. And so I was reflecting, like, what was the conversation we had, how it was so charming, full. And this devotee who sent me the photo, he said, we have the photo, you are here with Maharaj. So then I was reflecting how this happened, when this happened. So if we do this, not only with Maharaj, with any senior devotee or any serious devotee in your life, if you can reflect and actually write it down, make a little journal. Or today we had a discussion in Bhagavad Gita session, this. And you can go back after a month or year, all the little journal that your spiritual, emotional shelter experience that you have written down. Guess what? That's how you awaken love for God. You're chanting every day. You are hearing Bhagavatam every day. You are serving the Lord, whatever capacity you are put into. And you honoring prasadam. You have a good association of devotee. So in order to have a vibrant life, these are the few things we do every day. I hopefully say that everybody has that. If not, try to arrange a lifestyle where you can have all these 5 things together. But you still have to remember every lesson that you learn. Oh, I was in this kirtan, I was emotional, and like I was listening one devotee's expression of Gopal Krishna Maharaj's, how much he affected in his life. And I mean, I have to be honest to you, I had tears in my eyes, like, wow, this devotee got so much affected by his presence, affected in a sense, spiritual upliftment. And he understands he has to accept what Krishna's desire is to take him back home, back to Godhead. But then he accepted at the same time, he was reflecting and he was expressing how he was affected. So these are very nice. These are actually real asset, Prabhus and mothers. These are the real asset that you have to pile, accumulate. And then you go back. It's good to re-edit your own thought, because we are conscious being. We need to re-edit our consciousness time to time. Go back to your journal. Is that what I wrote? Is that what I think? 30 years back, what you wanted, if I ask you honestly, 30 years back, what you wanted, would you like to have that? what you really wanted, whether it came through or not. Would you like that? And I can give you guarantee most of you will say, no, I don't want it. Then why did you want it 30 years back? I don't know. I had no idea. I was not even mature. So like that, these are required. These are real life. When Vaishnavas, they sing, Kenova achaye prana ki sukha lagiya, narottama daso kena nagelo mori. That my dear life air, why you're sustaining in the body? What are you looking for? Who you asking? If we ask that question, who is asking and who is going to answer? Narottam Das Tagore is asking himself to his life air, why you sustaining this body? What is the purpose? What are you looking for? I did not get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Then what is the value? He was about on his way to Jagannath Puri, where he heard that Lord Chaitanya disappeared. He was devastated, devastated. He was crying and crying and crying. Then finally, he composed, himself together with the devotees, and then they all came to Jagannath Puri. Then Narottam Das Tagore finally heard about Gadadhar Prabhu but never met, but came in contact with Gadadhar Prabhu, and then he revealed that my life is doomed. Lord Chaitanya left this world. He said, your name is Srinivas Acharya. He said, yes. Now my life will be complete. Because Lord Chaitanya left with the instruction that I have to teach you Bhagavatam and then I can leave. I cannot leave before that. So now I'm happy because, and then he started crying because I'm missing Lord Chaitanya so much, I cannot sustain in this world. So you can see it's not the disciples or followers of Gopal Krishna Maharaj or Bhakti Charu Maharaj or whoever, the dear devotees, they're crying, they express their gratitude. It is eternally there with Lord Chaitanya's movement. It is there. It is actually highest happiness in Golok Vrindavan, Radha Krishna, even though, like for an example, there is a spiritual hierarchy. Above Vaikuntha is Maha-Vaikuntha, above Maha-Vaikuntha is Vrindavan. In the Vrindavan, above Vrindavan is Govardhan, above Govardhan is Radhakund. Vaikuntha Janita Vara, Tatravi Madhupuri Rasotsavad. Vrindaranyo Udarapani Ramana Tatravi Govardhan. Radha Kundam Yapi Gokulopate Prema Amrita Plavanat Kurjadosha. I'm sure you all are familiar with the 9th verse of NOI. And you can see that question is that what makes it higher? How is Govardhan higher than Vrindavan? How Radhakund is higher than Vrindavan? It's on that base. Nourishment. Ultimately, just like if you ask, it's not only thoughtful persons, inquisitiveness or answering the question. Anybody, you can ask yourself, why people exist? For what? If you ask on the street, excuse me, sir, why do you exist? Well, I have to work hard. Why do you have to work hard? So I can have what I want to have. Okay, why you want to have something you want to have? Then I can do what I want to do. Okay, why you want to do what you want to do? So I'll be happy. Okay, then you'll be happy. Then what? That's it. No more question. Oh, that's it. So ultimate purpose is happiness. For sure, whether it's a karmi, jnani, bhakta, or non-believer, whatever, or even obnoxious demon, but happiness is the ultimate. Nobody can deny it. But the highest happiness, it culminated with separation. So separation is natural. Separation is natural. We should understand this. It is necessary to understand that how, like for example, even when Srinivas Acharya came to Jagannath Puri, and he was devastated because Lord Chaitanya left and he was crying, crying. Then finally he met Gadadhar Prabhu and he was pacified. But Gadadhar Prabhu was crying. He wants to go back and be with Lord Chaitanya in spiritual world. But Lord Chaitanya told him day before he left, do not leave this world. Means he knew until you teach Bhagavatam to Srinivasacharya. So Gadadhar Prabhu's appearance day was yesterday. So just to bring it, they all have a collaboration, Gopal Krishna Maharaj's departure, Gadadhar Prabhu's appearance, then Srinivas Acharya's union with him. So Srinivas Acharya, in his grief stricken, when he went to Gopinath temple and he met and took shelter of Gadadhar Pandit, Pandit was overcome with separation from Lord Chaitanya. Tears always flowed from his eyes. Srinivas Acharya bowed at Sri Gadadhar's feet and introduced himself. Gadadhar Pandit became joyful. And he finally says, I'm so glad you have come and introduced yourself. He said, just before passing away, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told me to teach you the Bhagavatam. That means you should know that Lord Chaitanya knew you will arrive in Jagannath Puri. Otherwise, why would he say? So it's very nice to know that your life is actually known to Krishna. What are you doing? Imagine Krishna appear in your life, say, I saw you are in the Zoom having a conversation about Gadadhar Pandit. How do you feel? This can happen. Why not? We are trying to, at least by the action, we are showing that we are eager to go back home and serve. Whether intention is fully there or not, at least action shows. And of course, absorption is required to reach the destination, then Krishna will give. Krishna watches. He's a person. So Gadadhar Pandit joy, he could now fulfill this order. But then he put a pause for a moment and he's crying. He said, I cannot teach you Bhagavatam at this time. Because, oh Srinivas, he said, for the manuscript in my possession has become illegible from the tears I have cried unto its pages. Every day Gadadhar Prabhu would explain Mahaprabhu. What did he explain? He could not read his Bhagavatam because he was crying so much that every page weight and all the ink, it's not like a modern print, like a heavy, hard color ink. No, those days they used to write everything by hand. And they would have a tar and cock means a kind of a straw that where they would take it and write it on a leaf. And all these things, all the letters disappeared. Srinivasa Acharya touched the sacred book to his head and felt ecstasy arise within himself. Nonetheless, the problem of studying a book that had been rendered ineligible remained. But Sri Gadadhar, Srinivasa Acharya would not be swayed from their purpose because this is a one quality I love a lot. I don't know how many of you know. Gopal Krishna Maharaj, in the early days when he joined, he had a little tough life also with his family. Generally, I don't know if devotee knows. But some or other, Prabhupada was there, and Prabhupada actually gave him such a wonderful service that he got divorced from his wife, and he went completely straight to the spiritual path. It was such a wonderful dedication. So challenges came in his life. It's not that he did not feel challenges of family life. And when we face challenges, we can learn from this. Now, Srinivas Acharya also felt a big challenge. You think in your life, in our life, we feel challenges. If you look at their life, really very close. Gadadhar Prabhu told Srinivas Acharya that you hurry up and go back to Bengal to Narahari Sarkar. Narahari Sarkar was the only one who had a Bhagavatam set. Prabhu's and mother, those days there is no printing press. The modern paper, these are only 150 years old. Before 152 years or maybe, there was no paper like this made from the wood or mostly bamboo. But they didn't have those. They had the leaves and the ink. So Srinivas Acharya was told to leave. His love for Lord Chaitanya is unbearable, uncountable. When you love someone, a form of God, so much, and his intimate associates are there, would you like to just carry on your duty? Mahaprabhu wants me to hear Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam here got, I would not say law, how would I say? It's there, but it's not readable because of the tears, all the ink. So he has to get the new Bhagavatam. Now, all the associate like Ramananda Rai, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Sikhi Mahiti, Madhavi Devi, they're all there. Would you just run to Bengal 500 kilometer and try to get the Bhagavatam? Or would you like to actually deviate from the instruction of Gadadhar Pandit? You think? I'll give only my version. It did not say right or wrong. So he spent few days more and cry with each associate. Mahaprabhu was there for 12 years in Gambhira every day. He would cry and cry and cry. That 12 years was the Antardasha that he came for, internal reason. And all those intimate associates were there, and he was literally drowned into their association and nourished his heart feeling for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It took almost a month. Then he went to Bengal, Narahari Sarkar place. And then when he went there, then he finally met all the associate of Lord Chaitanya, like his wife, Mother Vishnu Priya Devi was still there. The flute incarnation of Krishna, the Bangshi Badan Thakur was there. All these eternal associate, even the lovely servant serving Mahaprabhu from his childhood, from his birth. They are. So would you just ignore everything and then just go to Narahari Sarkar, grab the Bhagavatam and gone? Now you can think whichever way you like to think. So he spent months and months and he cried every day, every night and associating with all those associates. He could not just run away because they have so much love for Lord Chaitanya. Finally, he started running. Oh no, I'm late, so many months gone. So finally coming. Then he finally came near Jagannath Puri. He just got the news, Gadadhar Prabhu left this world on Ratha Jatra day. What would you do? Blame yourself? I should have stayed that long. But how could I leave them? If you don't know the highest ecstasy, you would find something wrong in Krishna consciousness. But if you know the secret of highest ecstasy, you will say, this is what I want. Then Srinivasacharya was completely devastated. So he came to Puri, and separation from Lord Chaitanya was intolerable. He said Gadadhar's, since Srinivasa himself told him to hurry, and he did not know how long he could stay in this world. He knows this, yet uh, uh, all this did not work. But when he came back, then he heard Gadadhar Prabhu left also this world. Then he was completely devastated. Now what do we do? Now Srinivas Acharya is thinking, my life is doomed. He cried and cried and cried, and Mahaprabhu, through transcendental vision, gave him assurance. No, go to 6 Goswamis in Vrindavan. They will teach you Bhagavatam. They already heard from me. I told them to teach you Bhagavatam. So, was Mahaprabhu actually preparing his life? Is Mahaprabhu preparing each of our life? Think very deeply. Or you making your life? Are you making your destiny? Or actually how this will unfold, it is already done. These are very good reflection. Very good reflection. Because we see our ISKCON leaders also, how they lead their life. So then Mahaprabhu, Srinivas Acharya, he started getting inspiration to go to Vrindavan, and he's coming to, he's going, on the way, he stopped in Varanasi because Mahaprabhu went there, Tapan Mishra were there, Chandrasekhar were there, and he delivered all these 60,000 disciples of Prakashananda, and they are all crying, dancing, chanting, and talking about Mahaprabhu's, and Srinivas Acharya also spent time there. No, Prabhu, he should not have. He should have left. No, don't tell me. You decide. You don't have to tell me. I'm not asking the answer. I'm just asking yourself to think. Are you maker of your spiritual destiny, or you think it's already guided from within, you just going with it? Think. Then he felt like, oh my God, so many months passed. I'm just meeting one by one every day, so many devotees. Can you imagine 60,000 disciples of Prakashananda got delivered? If they tell you every day one story, that will take 60,000 days. Well, I don't think they did that, but at least group wise, he was listening. That how effulgence was coming, Mahaprabhu was so attractive, and he would dance and cry. So then finally he said, oh, no, I have to go to Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. They're waiting for me. So he finally left Varanasi, and he was going. Meanwhile, as he came near the UP, Uttar Pradesh, Sanatana Goswami Pad left this mortal world. He just got the news. He said, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. I lost Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then I lost Gadadhar Pandit, now I lost Sanatana Goswami Pad. I'm not going to spend even a moment anywhere. I'm going to run. So he was running. He was running. Rupa Goswami Pad could not bear the separation. As Srinivas Acharya arrived in Mathura, about to go to Vrindavan, he heard the news Rupa Goswami Pad also left. Just now. It's a very heartbroken experience. Of course, Jiva Goswami Pad was there. He took care of Srinivas and took him to uh, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and whole life goes on, where he got taught. He was taught by Gopal Bhatta Goswami and Jiva Goswami Pad how to recite Bhagavatam. Did he get the essence of Bhagavatam from Gadadhar Pandit? Yes. Did he get the essence of Bhagavatam from Rupa Sanatan? Yes. So he did not do wrong by staying away and he was late. He was late for what? Late from what to what? When you love Lord Chaitanya so much, you do not care. At the same time, you have a responsibility, yes, but that is not wrong either. So we see that in our many devotees' life, in our practical way, we can see how they lead their life. They have a responsibility and they're coming out of the material nature and how they are advancing in spiritual nature. Sometimes it's not that grass is greener on the other side. Actually, in our spiritual life also, we see that. We may have a very advanced devotee within our community or within our family or within our extended family. But we think somebody in Vrindavan is more advanced. I need association of that. And somebody in Vrindavan is thinking also, when that Maharaj or that Prabhu or that Mataji will come back to Vrindavan, I want to spend time. So what is right? What is wrong? There is nothing right or wrong. You cannot really put it in a word that this is right, this is wrong. Where you get inspiration to progress in spiritual path, grab onto it. That is ultimate. If you think where this TOBP coming from, it's Srinivas Acharya. Same Srinivas Acharya that I was explaining last almost 30 minutes. Srinivas Acharya in desperate separation from Lord Chaitanya, crying and crying and crying, and Nityananda Prabhu took him to different island of 9 islands. That's where he saw that temple. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw that Srinivas Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu's conversation, Nityananda Prabhu revealing this beautiful temple. And that's where TOBP is, and Prabhupada was. So it is very relevant. But his life, it looks like he missed every time, everywhere. He missed Lord Chaitanya almost like a few days. He missed Gadadhar like a few days. Oh, is he not responsible? He was the when he didn't hurry up from where to where. He, he was having those associations that he could not leave. So, of course, it is not to be blamed, but at the same time, wherever nourishment is there, we get stuck, and it's nothing wrong or right. It's just that the life itself gets fulfilled in that way. And Prabhus and mothers, if you can actually develop a separation feeling, then it is better for your journey than union with the Lord. Separation feeling will bring you closer to the lotus feet of those personalities. Separation feeling, we do not practice Sahajiyasm. They like union more than separation. In spiritual world, union is full-fledged. But in our conditional practice life, we must feel separation. Develop a habit of thinking, meditating on Krishna, meditating on personalities, dedication, how they're dedicating. Sometimes we may give very priority of great exalted personality Haridas Thakur. Is nothing wrong to give those, but there are some good example like Haridas Thakur in our own life. Like I was mentioning one time about Ananta Santi Prabhu, the Russian devotee, how much dedication he had for Prabhupada. Unbelievable. They would dip his face in the stool bucket every day. They did not put him in a toilet room. They put in a one room with a bucket full of stool, and he stayed there for months. And they would not kill him. They want to see how long they can torture him to stop chanting Hare Krishna. Now, I don't know how many. I had a doubt. Probably I would stop chanting to get out of this suffering. And they would give him a shot every day in his tongue so he cannot vibrate. It's like a slow way they used to test. So I still remember he was talking. I was there when he was explaining that he said this was 1984, I believe, or 85 beginning. Twice I was hearing him that he said, you have a tongue, you please chant the 16 round minimum nicely every day. It took for me 24 hours to finish 16 rounds because they would give me injection. So the tongue doesn't move. Tongue is like you go to anesthesia, you go to dentist. If they have to numb it, to operate you, whatever, I don't know, root canal or something. Then you can feel there is no feeling on the gum and the tongue, that part, wherever it is, the injection lethal, goes there. So similarly, they would numb him and he would sleep and eat in the same room, the stool smell in the bucket. Just a little tiny room, 6 foot by 6 foot. How torture, but they failed. He never gave up chanting. He kept on chanting and chanting and chanting and remembering Prabhupada. And Prabhupada only had 7 days with him. Prabhupada initiated 2 disciples. That's it. Today we have over 250,000 in Russia. It's all came from those two originally. They are the beginner. Of course, many other devotees also worked hard to push this movement. We are not putting down. Gopal Krishna Maharaj is one of them too. Gopal Krishna Maharaj has thousands of disciples in Russia. He was one of the backbone also to preach in Russia, uh, big time. So like that, we can take each day that manifesting in our life, like Gopal Krishna Maharaj's disappearance day, Gadadhar Prabhu's appearance day, every festival, like Akshay Tritiya is coming in Friday. Take advantage, dive into it. At the same time, make a little journal. What am I learning today? Is this aligned with my goal of life? Is this the purpose driving my life? Is this what I want? It should be checked that way. Then you will be happy. You will be happy. You will see that natural feeling for the Lord, natural feeling for those Vaishnavas will come. Prabhus and mothers, if you do not, I mean, okay, I'm not going to accuse you, but if you do not develop separation feeling for some Vaishnava, something is not right. There is a big blockage developing. It is natural for us to feel separation from Vaishnava. And if we have Chaitanya Charitamrita, I can tell you right now, you can look at a page that where Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai, it's in Madhya-lila chapter 8, and you can look at it. What was the conclusion? That Mahaprabhu asked, the Supreme Absolute Truth asked Ramananda Rai. This is in chapter 8, 248, and it says, Dukkha madhye kun dukkha hai gurutara. I was reciting this verse 100 times last few days. Everywhere I'm driving, I'm thinking about that verse. Dukkha madhye kun dukkha hai gurutara. What is the highest, most painful? What is the most painful? What is the most suffering? Krishna bhakta viraha bina dukkha nahi dekhibo. Person who is helping you to grow spiritually, do not underestimate, appreciate that. Appreciate those person, your family member, whoever helping you to grow spiritually, appreciate. Prabhu's and mother, can you write it down something? I know you know it, but still I want you to write it down if you can. The nature of the soul. What are the nature of the soul? First you write gratitude. You are a soul, spirit soul. If we cannot express gratitude, we are not even in soul level. eternally in Golok Vrindavan. They express gratitude every day, million times between Radha and Krishna. Oh Krishna, you are so kind. I can't live without you even for a moment. Radharani speak like this. Krishna say the same thing. Why so much? It's like, where they're going? They're living in eternally there, yeah, but they're not going anywhere. Why they have to say it? That is natural. To appreciate and express gratitude is eternally natural with the soul. I can think, therefore I am. Yeah, that's good too. But it's not really like boils down to the nature. It is close to the nature that you can think, you have a feeling. These are nice, but this is important. Anybody found that you can post it and show it, that you should memorize this, that we must feel separation from the devotee. It is Mahaprabhu says. If you have, you can read the translation, what Prabhupada say. I would like to hear if you have anybody. It's a Madhya-lila 8.248.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
Shall I read, Prabhu?
Yes.
Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, of all kinds of distress, what is the most painful? Sri Ramananda Rai replied, apart from separation from the devotee of Krishna, I know of no unbearable unhappiness.
Now, I tell you honestly, many years back, or even, recently, like few years back, I used to think, I need to think of Krishna, not devotee. I need to think of Krishna. If death comes, what will do? No, 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 no. Actually, you should think of Krishna, but Krishna's relationship is more important than just Krishna. When you say Krishna, what is Krishna? His relationship, his quality, his reciprocal. And those devotees who are surrounding you, who cares for your spiritual upliftment, who really helping you, you appreciate them. Believe me, you can remember Krishna faster than if you try without appreciating them. Okay, I stop here. Anybody would like to express any gratitude to any devotee, including Gopal Krishna Maharaj or Godadhar Prabhu or anyone? It would be nice. Yes, Uttamananda Prabhu.
ধন্যবাদ প্রণাম প্রভু।
Dandavat Prabhu.
Prabhu, I have a quick question about Gadadhar Pandit Prabhu in the Panchatattva. I don't know. Actually, I was watching a post in a WhatsApp group. So it was Panchatattva Bhagam Krishnang Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Avatarang Bhakta Khyang Namne Bhakta Shaktikam. So in this mantra, which one is Bhakta Khyang or Bhakta last two parts? Can you explain about this a little bit, please? I was a little bit confused about when I saw that post. That's why I will just clarify.
Sure, Prabhu.
Thank you so much.
So, there's no spiritual difference. I want you to remember this first, Prabhu. There's no spiritual difference between the personalities of the Panchatattva for on the transcendental platform. Everything is absolute. First, we have to accept that. Yet, varieties exist in the spiritual world, and in order to taste these spiritual varieties, one should distinguish between them. Is that clear, Prabhu? So first of all, on the absolute truth, you cannot separate Radharani from Krishna. There is no such thing. Well, I don't care Krishna, I care for Radharani. Like sometime, anyway, I won't go that route. One devotee was saying, Radhe Radhe. I said, okay, why Radhe Radhe? So he was saying, like, I just love Radharani. She's dressed so beautifully in the altar. I said, yes, this is your third marriage. Be careful. What? Ran Govinda. What are you talking? I said, you have to go above the lust. Come to transcendental platform to glorify Radharani. Try to fall in love with Krishna first. When your relationship is established, then Ladini potency through Krishna will come to you, nourishment. Ladini Karaye Krishna Sukha Sadam. Adilila chapter 4, you can see that. Ladini Karaye Krishna Sukha Sadam. Ladini Dara Kare Bhaktera Poshan. Okay, I'm not saying that that verse says that Ladini is nourishing the devotee. Yes. If you did not come to transcendental platform, that Ladini potency coming through the Maya will take you down. You can go many life with the sex drive. You are seriously chanting, but your sex desire is not going down. Prabhu's and mother, just be careful. That's all. I'm not trying to scare you, but in case, just be careful. That Ladini potency is the ultimate. Yes, all the happiness, even material happiness, is also from Ladini potency. There is no second, it's only one. But that Ladini potency coming through the material nature, we don't want it, but we fall for it. Many lives we went through. We want Ladini potency to come through Krishna. So our first. So on spiritual platform is only one substance, Krishna. That Krishna has a different multi-energy like this. So you have to think like this. So we call 5-star stars. Having described Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita in the first 4 chapter, the next 3, I remember Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, focus on his prominent associates. And they are known as Panchatattva. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhakta Rupa. Bhakta Rupa means original form of Bhakta, devotee. Uttamananda Prabhu. So Bhakta Rupa is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Original form of devotee. Nityananda Prabhu, Bhakta Sarupakam. Sarupakam, expansion of devotee. So for an example, you have a Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru. Diksha Guru connect with the Guru Parampara. He gives you the link and everything. He can be also Shiksha Guru when he reveal Krishna personality. One who reveals Krishna's personality, they are called Shiksha Guru. Diksha Guru, Krishna's connection is there. One can be both. Or you can have, in ISKCON, we have so many Shiksha Gurus, so nice. Then comes Advaita Acharya, is Bhakta Avataram, incarnation of a devotee. Then Srivas Thakur come, Bhaktaikham, pure devotees. Then come Gadadhar Pandit, Bhakta Shakti Kam, devotional energy. More important than this is the 5 principles we have to remember. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, actually he is the Rasha, Rashabdim. 3 aspects of God all the time, every day we should memorize. He is by himself, for himself, of himself. That's one. Second is he is endowed with inconceivable potency, Achinta Shakti Sampanna. And third is Rashabdim, Akhila Rashamrita Si Vigraha Murti. These 3 things we should every day, million times we should meditate on. These are the quality. Now you may say, should we meditate on the form or the quality? What Shastra says? Bhakta deha paile hoy guner karshan, gunakrishta hoiya kore nirmala bhajan. Gunakrishta hoiya kore. Bhakta de. You want to act as a devotee, yes? Then you have to be attracted by the quality of God. Oh, he reciprocate. He's in my heart. He's just waiting. Is he merciful as a super soul? Bhagavan is merciful, but super soul is merciful? Oh, yes. One devotee asked me, how is the super soul merciful? Can you give an instant? I said, if super soul tells, okay, I am here, keep on singing about the glory of me. And you start singing 1 hour, 2 hour, 5 hour, 7 hour, 8 hour, then you dozing off, sleeping. You feel like you need to go to sleep. And Krishna saying, oh, I thought you wanted to serve me. It's good that Krishna doesn't talk. From the heart, he's not telling you, keep on serving. When you are tired, you want to go to bed. You are hungry, you want to eat. So is it not mercy that he is quiet? He's there waiting. It's the same Krishna. Jadad Advaitam Brahmopanishadi Tadapashya Tanuva. Jatmantarjami Purusha Sahasangsha Vibhava. Sara Aishwarya Purna Bhagavan Jasayamayam. Na Chaitannat Krishna Jagati na Pratatta Paramiha. There is no higher truth than this, that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is embodiment of all three concepts. What Upanishad calls Brahman is Mahaprabhu's bodily effulgence. What Shastra explain about God, controller, master, proprietor, in every religion they glorify. Exoteric, not esoteric. Exoteric. Give us our daily bread. My Lord, protect me. My Lord, I'm in danger. My Lord, protect my husband, wife, this, that. People go to church whole day, night, they're going like this. People. These are exoteric aspect of God, Paramatma. It's same, Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ja anto atmanto jami. One verse gives highest truth. And Swaraishwarya Purna, the personality who possesses the six opulences in complete, is that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Rasha Ashray. First you remember Rasha Ashray. Rasha Ashray means he is Rashabdim, reservoir of all Rasha. Don't try to worship, meditate Radha Krishna without Lord Chaitanya. Prabhu's and Mother, this is just my request. I cannot demand or order you. Don't worship Radha Krishna without Lord Chaitanya. You will take many, many life, maybe million life. If you want to go end of this life, worship Radha Krishna through Mahaprabhu, Nitai Gaur, then Radha Krishna. It's easier. I can give you the verses. Amapati sneha jodi thake sabakar, Krishna boy na boliba na bolaibar. Prabhupada was establishing this point. Giriraj Maharaj was there, Loknath Maharaj was there, morning walk in Bombay. Then Prabhupada, can we chant Panchatattva mantra? Prabhupada said, yes. Okay, then we'll chant Panchatattva mantra, 16 round. But you told us to chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada said, yes, you chant Hare Krishna. No, but Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there is offense. Mahaprabhu mantra, Panchatattva mantra, there is no offense. Prabhupada said, yes, you chant Panchatattva mantra first, and by their mercy, then he quoted this verse. Amapati sneha jyoti thake sabakar. Krishna, this is from Chaitanya Bhagavat. Krishna bhai na boliba na bolaibar. When you develop affection for me, Mahaprabhu says, how do you develop affection? Through Guru. Start loving Guru. Don't consider, worst thing you can do, consider your Guru some nationalist, Indian, American, male, female, like this. It is not proper to see then. It's interesting to look at it. Is Guru the form? Is the Guru the sannyasi? Is Guru the, like, in my altar I have the photo of this is this Guru? Ask yourself that question. Who is that Guru? Pure Krishna conscious being. Because in spiritual world, that form is not there. Guru is there. Krishna is the Guru. Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru. Everything runs by Krishna. Then second is Nityananda Prabhu. Who is Nityananda Prabhu? He is not Rasha Ashray. Rasha Ashray is Lord Chaitanya. Nityananda Prabhu is a Prema Ashray. What is Prema Ashray? He is distributor. He is distributing Krishna consciousness. How? He has the key of the Bhandar, Rasa Bhandar. Ananga Manjari for the Madhurja Rasa. Krishna se tumara, Krishna dite para tumara sakati ache. Ami to kangal, Krishna Krishna bali dhai tobo pache pache. We sing that song. That, hey Vaishnava Thakur, hey Gurudev, hey Vaishnava, please give me, because you have Krishna. Who are the Vaishnavas? All the Guru has only one function. First, to engage the soul to serve Krishna. This is the only main function every Guru has. That's why Nityananda Prabhu called Akhanda Guru Tattva. So this is very important in a shorter version. Then Gadadhar Prabhu is Bhava Ashray. Favorable attitude to serve Sri Krishna. Where it comes from? Anukulyana Krishna Anusilanam. Anukula Devi is Gadadhar himself, Radharani. Bhakta Shaktikam. Gadadhar Pandit is the manifestation of Srimati Radharani in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela. When Krishna assumed the position of Radharani, she comes to watch how he does it. Okay, you want to take my role? And we discussed other day, I hope you all remember. When you look at Gadadhar Prabhu, looks like the man lost everything. He just watching what's happening with my wealth. In our Vaishnava, everything is explained that Gadadhar Prabhu appeared in a dark mood. Why? Nothing is there. Everything is stolen by Krishna from the heart. And that's what Lord Chaitanya is. Where he got the golden form from Radharani. Where he got the Madhanikam, this highest, it's from there. There's a famous verse explained about this. Vishaye jatiyo sukh amaro asad ama hoite koti gun ashrayer Allah ashraye jatiyo sukh paite man dhai jatne asadite nari ki kori upay. All those verses are very sweet, that it gives a cause and effect. Why Lord Chaitanya came, Krishna came? Because he has a greed. He had a greed. And that spiritual greed, if we meditate, our material greed will disappear. So nice. Okay, this is a shorter version. I think that's enough. Uttamananda Prabhu, I hope that's okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
clear me out, Prabhu. I was thinking last few days actually. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, Mother Sankari Devi.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my most respectful obeisances at your lotus feet. My Dandavat pranams to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu, talking about gratitude, the separation part, for me, of course, all the disciples of Prabhupada are equally worshipable, but His Holiness Kadam Kanan Swami Maharaj, his departure was something that I took a long time to process. I never met him in person. I've just had a very good fortune of attending 2 of his Zoom classes directly. But I still listen to his lectures and his kirtans, and I do feel that Maharaj, I mean, it's just so amazing that Maharaj was not even Srila Prabhupada's direct disciple, but he's a true Prabhupada man. He's a true Prabhupada man. I mean, it's just inconceivable. And the best thing about him is that the humor that he brought with the philosophy, it just makes it appear that yes, devotional service is what Krishna says. Su sukham kartumabhyayam. It is like that. That they are such exalted devotees. I see that in Veer Krishna Goswami Maharaj also. I see that in my Guru Maharaj also. The humor part, it just does not leave them at where they are. And it just shows that they have advanced to that level that every moment they are feeling that rasa. While giving Krishna Katha, they are just relishing it from bottom of their heart. And that's why it's not dry philosophy that they mete out to people. It's just full of that rasa, and they make us experience that It's just their grace and mercy that how do they do that. And Kadamtanand Swami Maharaj, I was just listening, he was in Rardesh and he just comes in and there's kirtan going on and then devotees ask him to do kirtan. So he leads a little kirtan and then devotees ask him to speak something and it is evening time and he can hear the birds chirping. And he spontaneously starts talking about, when the birds chirp, it's not that, they don't express gratitude to Krishna, but it's just that their philosophy is very different from ours, but they do vocalize as well. It is their kirtan. It is their kirtan every morning when the sun comes up. In whatever way, it's the signal of it's time to go out and fend themselves in the world. Go get your food. And in the evening, it's the sign, come back home. It's time for you to come back home to your basha, to your nest. So they are chirping and they are recognizing that presence of that being who's guiding them day to day in their life, how to go about. It was just mesmerizing how Maharaj just, instantaneously. So that shows that, how deeply they cherished and relished the process that they followed, and they are trying to teach the same to us. So my gratitude to him. I mean, he's just so wonderful, just so wonderful.
Thank you. We need to go back our basa also home. Yeah, it's so nice. Thank you. Thakur Murari Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances of those who Srila Prabhupada and the assembly devotees. So I would just like to express some gratitude. I think that pastime with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramana Rai, that the whole series, that the whole the discourse,
Yes.
that is, yes, yeah, that's one. And also Bhakti Charu Swami, I had the good fortune of meeting him in Gita Nagari. So I had some personal association. As a matter of fact, when I got initiated, I was the only person that was initiated by my Guru Maharaj. So there was initiation, myself and others, that was done by Bhakti Charu Swami. But I was fortunate that I actually get a hug from Maharaj. So that was pretty nice.
Wonderful.
So, yes. So,
these are good memories,
Maharaj,
Prabhu. Hold on to
yes,
it. Hold on to tightly.
yes.
And think
Yes.
about it. If tears comes, yes, it's good sign. That's what will purify our heart. They all are in home. We need to go back home. Pandit Srivas Prabhu. Thank you, Thakur Murari Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Please accept my loving and respectful obeisances onto the dust of your beautiful lotus feet, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to all the Vaishnavas who are here on this call. Expressing gratitude for, let's say, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. We don't have sufficient time, but I did want to share an instruction from him to me personally, which I found very instructive. It has made a real difference in my life, and maybe it might make a difference in other people's lives as well. And my parents live in Delhi, and very near to the Radha Parsati temple, where Maharaj would live for quite a few months in the year. And then sometime he would live in Vrindavan, and then very
Krishna, Krishna. Krishna. Pandit Srivas Prabhu. You got frozen a little bit. Krishna, Krishna. Okay. Anybody else?
Sorry, looks like for a brief minute I lost connection. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was just saying that I asked him within the context of the services which I engage in, would you have some advice? And he gave some advice, and then he asked me how is your chanting? And so I went through my whole day and I said, you know, I had always heard this instruction that one should try to chant hour rounds either completely in the morning or as early in the morning as possible, the majority of them, okay? And unfortunately, I have the habit of keeping some rounds towards the end of the night. I really enjoy that. I loved chanting at night. Just before I go to sleep, that's what I told Maharaj. It just stays with me. And I said, I'm so sorry, but I know I'm not necessarily following all the instructions properly, all the methodology processes properly, but this is what I enjoy. And he said, actually, you should chant 24/7. So it gave me a lot of it gave me a ton of encouragement, and it also it was very instructive. And then I think a couple of days back, somebody forwarded me a video of Maharaj performing Aarti when he was asleep, when he was sleeping. Yes. And I realized, like, 24/7 is possible. It's completely there. It just has anyhow, so I just wanted to share that. Maybe others might feel inspired as well.
That's beautiful, Prabhu. Yeah, I saw that video. 2 persons sent me like that. His one said maybe he was dreaming but his hand is still moving, doing that. It's so nice, so beautiful, so beautiful. We are feeling great that we are going back home and trying to take as many soul wants to go back home. We are not forcing somebody, don't want to go, but we are encouraging. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Prabhu, would you mind if I make one small, very, very small point, very brief point?
Sure.
One Prabhuji mentioned about, you know, how, and I think Mother Shankari also mentioned, how we find some of the disciples and grand disciples of Srila Prabhupada so exemplary, so extraordinary. And I was thinking that, yes, we are extraordinary people. We are less than 0.1% of the population of all the living entities in the entire universe. So, but really for us to be, and we have to live in, or we are attempting to live an extraordinary life. But the extraordinariness of our lives, or that is accentuated when we do extraordinary deeds, right? It's not like, you know, you go to a prasadam, line and you say, okay, I'm going to do something extraordinary and have only 1 gulab jamun, whereas everybody else will have 2. So that's not really an extraordinary thing. So, but in order for us to live that extraordinary life, we go through these challenges. We practice Krishna consciousness through these incredible challenges. I mean, I was so moved by the example of the devotee you gave from Russia. It was like, imagine. And I was thinking, but that is exactly what we should aspire to be. Those are the examples that we put right in front of us and just say that is an extraordinary life. And then how can I life within the conditions that are set for me? I don't have to go to Russia and look for the thug so that I can be put in prison, but I can live an extraordinary life within the challenges that are given and opportunities that are given in my life. Maybe my spouse is not interested. Maybe my job is very difficult. Maybe I have to work because I can't, make a living otherwise, and so on. So, but despite that, I'm chanting, and I'm chanting with attention, I'm chanting with affection, I'm chanting with the love of separation, and so on, like you also very nicely and eloquently mentioned. So anyhow, so I apologize for taking so much
that's
time.
Good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to see you all next Wednesday with this session. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki